Okay folks, welcome to an extremely short Friday Waffle. I wasn't actually going to do one this week. I know I didn't do one last week. I wasn't going to do one this week because I'm actually I'm out tonight. It's my work's Christmas night night out. So yeah, I need to go and get myself ready and get to that. It's a bit of a bummer it being on tonight because I actually thought it was on next Saturday, or next Friday I should say, and then I found out on Tuesday this week that it's on tonight. And the reason I wasn't really wanting it tonight is because I've got my Cooksville testing tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. And that is basically a beasting for 2 hours. It's just relentless. It's a hard shift. So to do that, possibly hungover is not a good idea. So it means that I'm going to go along tonight, and I'll probably have 2 pints, and then that'll be it. I was thinking, just take the car and drive, but you know what? I mean, it cost me quite a bit of money for it. So I thought, no, I'll go along, have a couple of pints, and then I'll probably have to leave early, unfortunately. So. Yeah, I hope everyone's all right. I'm fine. I've had a bit of a kind of cold the last, I don't know, probably last 2 weeks. Just kind of can't seem to shake it. But most people I know seem to be ill in some sort of form. I think it's just it's the weather. It's bitingly cold, and I think that in itself. I know colds. You don't get a cold through being cold. You get it through germs, but I think when when it's as cold as it is outside, your coughing gets into your chest, and it certainly doesn't help things. So from a kind of gaming point of view, what have I been doing? I've been really enjoying I can't even say it, sociable soccer. I've been playing that. I haven't played it for the last couple of days, but I've been playing that a lot. Really getting into it. There's been a couple of updates, which has made a big difference. It's improved the kind of the general AI, because like the original, the very first version of Sensible Soccer, it was way too easy. The goalkeepers were crap, and that was what this was like as well. I've always thought that getting the difficulty of a game just perfect is probably one of the most difficult things to do. So yeah, they're getting there. It's a great game. If you were into Sensible Soccer at all, go and check it out. Sociable Soccer. I think it's 25 quid. That's the daft thing now. We live in a society where people don't want to pay 25 quid for a game, and yet we didn't think twice about paying 45 quid for a SNES cartridge 30 years ago. I think it's worth every penny. I mean, I backed their initial beta, which came out about 2-3 years ago, and you had to pay for that. I think it was 15 quid or something. So these people got the full version for no more money, which is fine. Been using my my Powkiddy RGB 30, still a great little console. In fact, I've discovered Pico 8. Now, if you don't know what Pico 8 is, go and Google it or go into YouTube. Pico 8 it's classed as a virtual machine, virtual console. In other words, it only exists in software. It doesn't exist in hardware. But what you can do is you can run it on Windows. I think you can. I don't know if you can run it on iOS. I'm not too sure. You can run it on Linux. You can run it on Android. And like I said, it's software only. But obviously you install it on a piece of hardware, and it's fantastic. It's got, I think, the resolution of Pico 8. It's a deliberate retro system. If this came out back in the day, it would have probably been released, I don't know, before the NES. The resolution, I think, is 180 by 180, something like that. Don't quote me on it. I'm not very good when it comes to technical stuff. But and the games are like 1 or 2K in size. It also comes apparently, and it's not something I've looked at, with a kind of built-in game generator thing, so you can write your own games. And because of that, there are literally thousands and thousands of games available for it. There's even I mean, they're all tiny wee games, but there's even there's arcade conversions of Donkey Kong, of I was going to say Scramble. There was a version of Scramble released for it. For whatever reason, they've done away with it. Things like Phoenix, Space Invaders, you name it, there's a conversion. But that's not, there's so many great little games. And I run this on the Pow Kiddie, and it's got a built-in sort of browser. You just load it up and you scroll through all these games. You don't really know what you're getting. I mean, the best thing to do is have a look online, go into YouTube and have a look and find out, the best games. And you can just download them there and then onto the system. Like I said, they're tiny little games, but it's an absolutely fantastic thing. I was aware of it, but I didn't really fully understand what it was. But go and check it out. It's called Pico 8. You can get it for Windows. You can get it for Android. I think you can get it for Linux as well. So go and check it out. So that's what I've been kind of doing game-wise. I've also been playing, what have I been playing? I have been playing Forza Racing. Now, I mean, I do like driving games, but the thing that I can't be arsed with, modern system driving games, is all the theatrics, the story mode that you get with every driving game. And one of the worst culprits for that are the Forza Horizon games. You play a character and you've got all this interaction with people, and you know what? I'm not 25 years old. I'm an old bloke. I'm not interested in pretending I'm some young, good-looking dude. You know what I mean? It's fine if you're 20 years old or less. I'm not interested in that. I wish game companies had the option to turn that off. By all means, if you want story mode, leave it on, but you should have the option to turn it off for old fogies like me that can just get in a race and away you go. But the problem with these kind of games, the Forza Horizon games, it's all about driving around, areas. I mean, is it Forza Horizon 4, I think it is, or 5, can't remember exactly. It's got Edinburgh, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's almost photorealistic. The one thing that lets all these games down as far as realism is there's no traffic, there's no pedestrians, there's nobody walking about, so it does feel slightly false, but it's beautiful looking. But races, you don't get any traditional races where it's like, right, we're going to do 10 laps of this and you get points to come first or second or whatever, podium finishes. It's all about take part in little mini races and all this kind of stuff. It's not traditional racing that I kind of grew up playing with kind of racing video games. But the girl at my work says, look, you want to try Forza Racing, and it's exactly what it says in the tin. It's got the same kind of beautiful graphics with Forza, but it's purely racing. And one little niggle, and this goes back to a lot of things, even like shoot-em-ups and all that. When I play a game, I want to earn bonus stuff. I want to earn a new car, I want to earn new tyres, brakes, whatever it is. This Forza Racing, you start off, you get to pick from, I can't remember what it is, I went for a Honda Civic. The next car I got was a bloody Porsche. Don't ask me what it was, I don't really do cars. It was a Porsche, it was like a sports car. Now, I want to start off driving some shit heap, some old banger, and win enough races to then get money and maybe buy a slightly more powerful car. This just giving you things, no, I don't know. Again, it's probably just me. It's probably just an age thing. I want to be able to earn things, and it's the same. I've spoke about it before when it comes to like shoot 'em ups. I detest shoot 'em ups that just instantly give you all these weapons. Salamander, I'm looking at you. Within 2 seconds of playing Salamander, you've got about 4 or 5 upgrades. I want to be able to earn. I want to collect tokens or whatever. Nemesis is fine because you've got to kind of earn it. But yeah, racing games just give you random sports cars to drive. I think that's more down to kids now or people of a certain age, 20 to 30. I think they've got a far smaller span of attention, and so they reward you very, very quickly to try and keep you playing games. I might be talking complete bollocks, but I think that might have something to do with it. There are so much more things you can do. When I was a kid, before computers, you played with your football, you made a go-kart, whatever it is. Now, the present time we live in now is every kid has got a TV, they've got a smartphone, they've got a console, they've got a computer. So yeah, I do think they've probably got a smaller span of attention, and I think that could well be the reason that they instantly offer these, whereas I prefer to kind of earn it. So I've been playing that. I did a game that I have waxed lyrical about on multiple occasions, much to the frustration and gritty teethness of Lacosa, is one certain Power Wash Simulator. It was released, I've completed it on the Xbox. It's now been released for VR. Now, I bought it and it plays exactly as I would expect it to play, but it's more simplified. Now, when I say it's not really more simplified. It's a lot easier. When you're playing on the computer, you're using a controller. I think you can use a mouse actually if you're playing it on the PC. But I was playing it on the Xbox Series X using my the gamepad. So you're using the left to move up and down, right to turn, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. And it was a lot more difficult using the wands, the VR wands. It's far easier. And to me, it's kind of lost a wee bit of appeal. It's like going from a jigsaw that's got 5,000 pieces in it to a jigsaw that's got 10 pieces. It's the same principle. You build something, or in the case of Power Wash Simulator, you clean something. But it's so much easier. And yeah, games being too easy kind of stops me playing them. So, slightly disappointed with that. Games wise, what else have I been playing? I don't know why. In fact, I know exactly why. Half-Life, the original Half-Life is 25 years old. So I've started playing it again. I downloaded it for Steam and I started playing it. And it's still a great game, but it's a 25-year-old game. So a 25-year-old game is never going to look as good as a modern game. You know, when you're playing something like Last of Us 2 or whatever, Resident Evil 5, the remake, playing a 25-year-old game is not going to look that nice. So I started playing, what did I start playing? I started playing Half-Life 2, the Orange Box, which is a compilation that came out for the Xbox 360. I've been playing that on the Xbox Series X, and I think it does upscale it, so it does look nice. It does look really nice. Thing is, I wanted to play the original Half-Life rather than Half-Life 2. But enjoying that, excuse me. But a game that I found out just a couple of weeks ago, and I'm sure I was aware of it and then promptly forgot all about it, is there's a kind of a fan-made update of the original Half-Life called Black Mesa. It is available on Steam. It's 15 quid. I'm sure it came out. Yeah, it came out maybe about a year ago, and I'm sure I remember looking at it, and people were sort of saying it's not worth the money, whatever. And I kind of promptly forgot all about it. I thought, I'm not paying any more money. I'm not paying money for something I'm not going to play. But in my endeavour to try and see if I could get is Half-Life, has it been released for a modern system? The answer is no, but this Black Mesa is really nice. It improves the graphics an awful lot. It also adds in they've added in extra content. There's like cutscenes and bits that I don't remember in the original. So if you're into Half-Life and you want to play a new version, go and check it out. It's called Black Mesa and it is available on Steam. if you type in Half-Life, you won't find it. You've got to type in Black Mesa. But yeah, go and check it out. So I've been playing that. I've been playing this as Orange Box, playing the Half-Life 2 on the Xbox, been playing a bit of Black Mesa on the PC. What else? Just before I forget, excuse me, I will put a little picture up just now. I handed over, obviously, that I've now got all the money from the 12-hour live stream that I did. When did I do that? 5th of November, so that would be, yes, a month ago. I got all the money in because there was a couple of games that were selling, a couple of auctions. So I've now got all the money in, and I think the total came to something like 1,000. I'll take exactly £1,527.23. That was the sum total of what we raised. So I divided it by 2, and what I've done is I was down at the local charity in Livingston called Spark, and I handed over, I literally gave them 500, not 500, 700 and, what would it be, £767? Yeah, £767.23. And then the other charity is going to get 760 quid. So I handed that over yesterday. I've put the picture up of me handing over not handing over the money, handing over there, just holding up a wee piece of paper, which they very kindly printed. I was laughing. They did say, thank you to Alan Stewart and Mainmeister. I don't think they understood that I'm that person. It's only me. But they really appreciated it, and they do an absolutely awesome job. So that was handed over. It was nice to hand that money over. And on Sunday, I'll be going through to the second charity, the one that supports women that have suffered kind of abusive relationships. I'll be handing over 760 quid. I keep saying 500, 760 quid. That'll be getting handed over as well. So again, a final thank you very much to everybody that donated, to the kind people that, that put up gifts for the charity. Massive thanks to all the guys, all the guests that appeared on the channel, and biggest thank you to everybody that watched. It was a great time. I have been getting asked, when am I doing the next one? It's not going to be anytime soon. It's not going to be next year. Once a year is too much. It will get boring, and quite frankly, it's too much hassle. So yeah, that was that. What else? I will be doing a Christmas Eve live stream with Lone Boys Post 1975. It's a bit of a tradition with Dave and myself. We've been doing it now. I think I've done 3 or 4 now. This will be the 4th one, I think. Yeah, I've not actually made any content. The last video I made with Dave, I think, would probably be last Christmas. So it's been a while. I need to kind of get. In fact, I definitely need to get Dave on my my podcast 100%. I've got a really good guest coming up. What day are we doing it? We're recording it next week. I've got a good guest. There was no Nice and Nasty this week because it's not always going to happen. It just depends, as and when I get the guests. I've got a great guest coming up next week. And then I will have the live Christmas Eve stream on the 24th of December. I should be along on Sunday, as always. It might be a wee bit later, but it probably will be a bit later because in the run up to Christmas, there's that much stuff going on. Just everything happens. Obviously, I celebrate Christmas, so there's nights out. I mean, next week I've got my. In fact, what am I talking? I'm talking nonsense. Tomorrow I've got my test thing at Cooksool, and then tomorrow night I've got a Christmas night out. So I've got 2 Christmas nights out in the space of 2 days. When you get to my age, it starts to kind of catch up with you a wee bit. Yeah, got that. But I will be along on Sunday. But I will put a little post to let you know what time it's going to be. So listen, folks, I'm going to get going. I need to go and shave my head, get washed, get dressed, and get to my Christmas party. So I will hopefully see you on Sunday at some point, probably 7, 8 o'clock at night. Until next time, folks, have a great weekend, and as always, thank you very much for watching.